Welcome back to another episode of The Cure for Cowardice. I had to run outside real quick to make this to be sure that my roommates didn't see or hear me making it. So, I normally make a video with kind of a central theme or topic or whatever, but today I have two of them that are not really related as far as I can tell. So, number one is when in doubt, math it out, which is basically I was reaching a point where I was getting stressed over budget and finances and timeline and things like that. And what I did was I broke down all of my bills, all of my income, everything that was controllable, and looked at exactly how much time I had to make things happen. And went week over week, subtracted all my expenses, and looked at what I would have by the end of it. And basically, without any sales from my main job and without any commissions from my door knocking job, I'll still be okay, but I do need to do a lot more data entry, which is okay because I have all of Saturday mornings to do data entry, so I can get at least like 3-4 lists done on Saturday mornings. So basically I was stressing, very anxious, and it didn't totally solve it, but actually sitting there and going through everything and writing it out and being able to double check it and triple check it and seeing the math in front of me for how it worked out was a way that I was able to relieve a lot of that anxiety. So when in doubt, math it out. And then number two is always take the side quests. Now, the other day I was at the store next to my house and I saw a cat kind of wandering, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was about to pull out of the parking lot, but I was like, let me just make sure that there's somebody nearby for this cat. And the cat came walking up and started rolling around on the ground, and these people were looking at it, and I came walking up, and it came running up and started rubbing on me. And they were like, oh, is that your cat? And I was like, no, I was hoping it was yours. Nope. Turns out it wasn't anybody's cat. He was a stray. Brought him into the police station to see if he had a chip. No chip. They brought him into the animal control to see if he had a chip again. No chip. They think he's about 5. He was unfixed. And in 2 days, I will be adopting him. So, yeah. There's that. Aside from that, earlier today, I was door knocking, and I was in a neighborhood that was right along a beach. And I was looking at the waves with some of my coworkers, and one of them was like, oh, I want to go down there. And I was like, shit, me too. And I saw this little path, and it like looked really janky, windy, like steep, like very obviously not like an official path. And he's like, hey, if you want to go down, I wouldn't trust it. And there are these two people sitting there, and I was like, hey, do you know if this path leads down to the water? And they were like, oh, I wouldn't trust it. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I went about halfway down, and I could see the rest of it, that it did go right down to the beach. And so I ended up hanging out at the beach for a little bit. Not that I was supposed to, but I got some cool rocks, got some cool pictures, videos, was able to spend some time standing on the beach, skipped a few rocks, and basically neither of those two stories would have happened if I wasn't following side quests. So within reason, of course, when life presents you a side quest, make sure you accept that shit. So anyway, those are the two main points that I wanted to make. Math it out, follow the side quests. I gotta get back inside because food is gonna be ready shortly, and I do not want to arouse suspicion for why I came out here. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. Catch you all on the flip side.